Change is natural. What's unnatural is not to change. And it's a belief system that we have that people don't like change that actually creates the problem.
Okay, how many of you millennial, and if you're a millennial or you've updated your brain, how many of you did get to the end with clarity and precision 100% by a hum? 1, 2, 3? I know, 2% of you. Good. How many of you got about halfway through, you're just going at it, this is nothing, and you got about halfway through, your brain got real fuzzy, and you just kind of messed it all up? 1, 2, 3? Good job. That's about 68% of you. You're good people, but there's an upgrade out there, and actually you should get it. Because there's part of, you think you're good, and you're good, you're hot, you're successful, but there's part of your brain you're missing that a millennial has, and they'll take your job. You can go online. In the book that I asked you to download, it's a short book, easy to read. There are some suggestions about what you could do. And how many of you are sitting there going, what's she talking about? Anybody sitting next to that person? I know, right? You're a good person. There's just no place in the future for you. It's just not. I'm sorry. We'll just had to put you in the corner and turn you into a chia pet. But about 18% of the employees flourish. They're the innovators, they're the creators, the one that really gung-ho, top of their game, right? So that means in this group, just a survey, that would be 90 out of the 500 of you. So would you check out with me a little bit? Would you look at the person next to you right now and make a commitment? Look at the person next to you, deep in their eyes, and say, I'm at the top of my game, but now I'm not sure about you. Would you look? Great, you made the commitment. Good. So that means 90 out of 500 are flourishing. Blocks, and they're kind of silent people. They sabotage you. They kind of retired 10 years ago, just never let HR know. They're way past Ben's Alliance, way past. And this is what they remind me of. On les appelle à Québec les morts vivants. We call them in Quebec, where I come from, the living dead. And that's actually George of the Galapagos Islands. If you've been to the Galapagos Islands, he's the last of a species of giant tortoise, and he wouldn't mate, if you remember. And how you know you're working with a lonesome George is that you get desperate trying to figure the guy out, right? And that's what they did on the Darwin Research Station. They built a heart-shaped swimming pool to try to get him in the mood. Maybe he, or they brought other couples in to try to show him how to do it. That's Lonesome George, and he's in denial. He just doesn't get it. You pick up people who are blocking your company by their vision, by their auditory clues. Ain't broke, don't fix it. Always done it that way. That will never work. Those are the 3 top sentences that they use. How many by a hum know somebody at your company like that? 1, 2, 3? Whoa, that's way too many. Mostly over here. How many of you are sitting next to that person right now? You've got a myth about these people, I want to break it, is that you can't teach an old dog new tricks. That's what we used to believe, right? That if you're over 55, oh, let him go. Let George go, He's going to be retiring soon. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is that the brain is plastic. You can learn just as easily, and you should learn just as easily at the age of 60, 70, 80 as you do at 20 because the brain is plastic, and there's just no excuse.
We just finished watching and listening to Dr. Janet Lapp, and I have to tell you, the personal story that she brings and the professionalism that she brings to a conference is unmatched. It was unbelievable. She ended with a standing ovation. We don't get that often. So Janet, thank you, thank you, thank you.
An issue with people, not you, you're not the problem. It's everybody else around you. I know that. Let it go, let it go. Here are wonderful cards you can use. And if you want to have a really good time, If you're fighting with your husband or your wife or your partner in the kitchen, like at 10 o'clock at night, pick up the card, hold it up. Just see how that works for you. But if you still don't have the language, I've heard language is hard in these difficult conversations. Aprendí esto en México. I learned this in Mexico from this Eliseo. Me dijo, cuando el caballo está muerto, déjalo. It's beautiful. You can use it anywhere. It means when your horse is dead, get off it. When I first picked you up, what were you, if you can share it publicly, what were you thinking?
I was scared, I think.
You were scared, yeah. First time under change, when things happen, the first thing is fear, right? The second, any other thoughts?
Probably embarrassment.
Embarrassment, yeah. Okay, change is embarrassing because you're doing things that are new that you might make a mistake with. We learned this morning you're supposed to make mistakes and feel embarrassed just the way you did. Good job. Yeah. So scared, embarrassed.
Uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable, really positive so far. yeah.
I felt,
uncomfortable in front of everybody looking at you. You look stupid.
That's
okay.
Right.
You really did.
You didn't have to bring me up on stage.
I know, I didn't. You know, because when things happen, usually there's an opportunity there. Usually there's something positive. Usually there's something that you can do with it. Because if you forget to control worry like you did, you forget to enjoy the ride. Get it? They've done studies, refereed studies, where after a 3-month intervention, if people just learned to control the 4 pillars of getting stressed out, guilt, worry, fear, and resentment, if they learned to control those, then their telomeres actually lengthened. You know, those little caps at the end of your chromosomes, and you look better and live longer and look fabulous. For example, you in the second row. Would you stand up in the second row first and in the aisle? Yeah, you. Would you stand up? This woman was so positive and happy. Turn around, let them see you. She's 82 years old. Does she? See, it works. Thank you very much. If you can sit down, help her.
Janet's presentation was really spectacular. She hit the nail on the head with the content that she presented to our conference was really tailored to our audience, really emotional, really moving, just spot on. Thank you.
I read all 14,000 leadership books and summarized them on those cards. So you now have all the knowledge you need. Yeah, you're welcome. But the bottom line is following through from the first exercise you did by putting your hands up and slapping each other on the shoulder. You can get everything you want in life as long as you help enough other people around you feel good about themselves when they're with you. And that's the power of leadership. That's the power of everyone in this room, because I know how hard you work. I know you go the extra mile. And leadership is about people leaving better off because they've been with you. About who you are and the people that you cheer up, the people that you encourage, the hands you hold, the mile you go with other people just to help them through. You've held a lot of people up and you've walked with a lot of people on their journey. Thank you for what you've done. So would you like now look at the person next to you and say, vendrá el milagro? Thank you. That actually means I think you're cute. Do you want to go out tonight? You see, I've noticed in life that change like that, disruptive change, when we throw our arms up in the air and the world is over, a door always opens. Do you notice that? If you're going through that right now, a door will always open. You were strengthened by it. Your relationships changed by it. You grew through it. It's a kind of a paradox, like Warren Bennis says, the paradox of leadership, the crucible of leadership. Because worry is not a strategy, the law of attraction is not a plan, and vision without action is hallucination.